What's going on, everybody? It is the February 2nd market recap for crypto. We're seeing continued consolidation on the daily. All we are watching at this time is a possibility that we see an inverse head and shoulders. Sorry, this is Bitcoin. I'm not sure if I said that. But yeah, we're watching for this inverse head and shoulders potential on Bitcoin. Either that, or we are kind of looking at this like it's a equilibrium. Either way, we are looking for a daily higher low than 97,766. Not sure what it says on your chart, but this is what I'm using for Binance. I like to use Binance for the charts because that's just what I had when I had a broker. Anyways, yeah, until one of these levels breaks here at this point, this is what where we're trading at. So that inverse head and shoulders. Ethereum, yeah, still weaker than Bitcoin. Fell back into this falling wedge here. So I mean, we could still make a case that it just fell back in. So we're still seeing lower lows or we'll see if we end up falling down. Okay, we've got a daily equilibrium on our hands here. If we lose this low, then obviously we have this low in the lower trend line here to be looking out for. We're at the 200 moving average right now. So essentially what the 50 rejected us. So as you can see, we wicked above it and then we closed below the 50 moving average. So that 50 is giving us trouble right now. And so we'll see if that ends up guiding us down. But first we need to find a daily higher low. Then this is the most important level. So lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Oh, actually that broke. Oh, sorry. That was a little bit of a fake out, I guess. So yeah, it's still a lower high. So looking for this higher low than 3,020.99 cents. But yeah, it's pretty choppy right now. So we'll see. Hopefully it holds above this level here and just tightens up going into next week or through the weekend, and we'll see what happens in the week. We still have those headline risks and everything. So XRP. Also, still looking to see if we can put in that right shoulder. We did have a 4-hour equilibrium, which is clearly breaking bear now. So there was the high, higher low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and then we broke down. So now we're just hoping for a daily higher low than this low right now. Yeah, where are we for the week? Still trying to set the weekly higher low, but that was the 4-hour, which right now the 4-hour oversold was the. Oh, so we got into 4-hour oversold right here, and we're bouncing. So hopefully this is where it puts in a higher low for the day. So that is possible. That is possible. And that's what I'm looking at for XRP. Rune, I'm just going off whatever were the top mentioned stocks on Twitter, X, but I can tell you this is not a name to be playing. This is not a name I would be playing. It had its first initial run in 2021, and this is one of those names that just never recovered. Never recovered. And probably won't recover. This is, if you're playing Rune, thinking that it's going to get back here, it probably will not. That's it. Something crazy would have to happen for that to happen. I don't know if this is news related or what. We are down at 7.4%. We just started this day. And it's already down 7. What did it do yesterday? 45%. Okay, this is probably news driven. I don't know. Like I said, I just report what I see. I don't know the particulars, but all we have is kind of this level right here. What we could, actually, I guess what we could be looking at is we could be looking at a tight equilibrium, but we need to put in this low right above 78 cents, 78.09.359. That is the low. So if we want any hope of this to play out as an equilibrium, that level needs to hold. These are quarterly candles. So this is like, if this actually holds, which would be crazy, where we would still be looking for a lower high, well then this at this point, yeah. Well, we need to start seeing some trend changes on any time frame. This is in pretty much free fall, so it is coming down hard. It's possible you might get a $1 flush. It's just, yeah, you could play off the support, but you want to see it pivot in some way. See it pivot on a 15-minute or a 1 hour time frame. And then when it pivots, starts bouncing on the 1 hour time frame, you would have to put your stop at the low of whatever that is, and then I would be taking profit on the recovery. So not a good name, but there is a potential bounce play to be had here, barring the news isn't killing this. Alpha USD. I don't know this name. Not familiar with it. Okay, so this is one of those pump and dump looking names. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. This probably will never recover. I would say 99% of the times these things never, 99.9 times they never recover. So if you're playing this name thinking you're going to get rich off it, you're not. Like, I would be betting against you at that point. So whatever the case, I'm writing the name. What do we have here? We're going back to the beginning. This could have just been a big scam too. Oh shit. Sorry. So all-time low on Binance, I believe this is 2 cents, 0.0202381, and then so right now you have an immediate support at 0.04305 cents. We did get a bounce here. It was a weak bear flag. Not much of a retracement, so that lessens the chance that we'll see a higher low, but we still could see a higher low than this, and then we'd have to change the trend and break this high. So one step at a time, but doesn't look the best so far. So yeah, we could be playing off this support right now on the hopes that we do put in a daily higher low. All right. Trump coin wasn't good the last time I looked. Doesn't look good now. I've got this, yeah, on Binance. I don't think it's, I don't even know what I have this on. But the previous all-time low I had was $22.10. 22.13. So we've broken through that. We back tested and then got a second flush. We're oversold on everything up to the 4 hour. So yeah, we might see an hourly trend change happening here. We need this level to break here at 20.871, and then you would want to have your stop below 19.25. and that would be putting in the daily higher, or sorry, the hourly higher low, and start our bounce on the 4-hour time frame. And then you'll probably have some resistance at the 8 exponential moving average, 8 to 12, but we would just be bear flagging on the 4-hour at that point. And if we manage to break that, I mean, yeah, a lot needs to change. But we are oversold on everything up to the 4-hour, so this does need to cool off to some extent. But if we do break this candle here on the 4-hour, we would be looking for a lower high than 26.598. So this would be the resistance we should expect a lower high from, and then we gauge where that's just probability, because this has to go, let's see, from here this would have to go 30% just to get a lower high than this pivot, this resistance. So we have a lot of room for it to get kicked back down. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at. See if we can get this 4-hour bounce happening, hourly trend change, back to the bulls. But cautious that we're just going to get kicked back down. And then, like, on the way down, I would be looking for 15-minute overbought to mark a 4-hour lower high. So 15-minute, when this gets overbought, a lot of bears will be trying to snipe that for trying to catch this 4-hour low, wherever it comes from, the 15-minute overbought, and so they can take it down another leg. Solana getting a bit of follow through on this. So the daily is still, we're trying to find a weekly higher low at this point. We broke the inside bar bearish, and now as far as the weekly time frame goes, we're hoping we can hold these EMAs here, but we're hoping to put in a higher low. Most likely scenario, we would be putting in a higher low than 169.38. Obviously you don't want it to retrace as much as that, but the higher, we have a good chance it'll put in a, probability says that we will put in a higher low, but then we would be looking at a head and shoulders on the weekly time frame, which could put in for a longer term top. And yeah, I mean, the monthly is still holding up, but that is the greatest risk. So we're hoping we hold now 4-hour. We've hit 4-hour oversold now, officially down here. So we're actually hoping that this bottom holds, or somewhere in this area, and we start bouncing to the upside, which might be right now. We want this to hold now. That is the most bullish case, that we hold now and start seeing upside. So we lost the 50 moving average there, but we can still, things can still turn around. That might just mark our weekly higher low, and then we just keep going. So those are the two options that can happen there. Kaspa, let's see what happened yesterday. Okay, yep, minus 6.6%. We are still, we broke the weekly inside bar bearish. We have moved back up into it. So I mean, right now we're looking at kind of a equilibrium here. So we have this. Oh, did that break it? It did break it. So yeah, sorry. This lower high, higher low, lower high, and we're trying to put in a higher low than 0.11723. And see if we just tighten up for the rest of this week here. But we need to, there's that inverse head and shoulders possibility there too. But yeah, we need to hold this level. We need to hold 0.11723. Otherwise, this is kind of our, then it's 0.10806, and then, well, all bad if we lose 0.10128. This is the line in the sand for holding. And that's what I'm looking at, equilibrium. Sui USD, red day. So we did get the 50 moving average seemed to have rejected it. Actually, our 12 EMA, daily 12 EMA, actually is maintaining the price below it. So yeah, we've got a bear, probability has decreased that we will be getting a higher low here. It is still possible, but it's decreased now that we've retraced this much. Like, we didn't even quite make it to the 0.5, so we are at risk of further downside. We might want to visit the 200 moving average. I mean, it hasn't seen the 2 hour. Once it broke above in September 2024, it hasn't looked back. So we might be wanting to test that, but for now we just need to find a higher low than 3.4898 on Sui. Mochi. Okay, so from this giant move down, we, I guess technically, are looking for a monthly lower high, which we may have set. So from this bounce, we would have been looking for a monthly lower high than 0.000843. So right now we've hit 0.000650,192, and we have changed the trend back to the daily trend back to the bears. We're losing the daily EMAs. So we're like, at this point, we're just looking for a weekly higher low. Or I guess we've got this inside bar. We'll see how this goes, but yeah, so we're looking for a daily higher low than 0.0000976. I don't know how many zeros that is, but this level right here. So we got a daily higher high, a higher low, that put it in, and then the higher high. So we have a lot of room to fall to the downside. Maybe we want to backtest this previous high. I don't know, but we established no supports on the way up. This was a straight up move. This could have been just a short squeeze, and then they just jumped right back on it. So caution on Mochi USD. We need to see some sort of trend change here. Ideally a 1 hour. So when we see a 1 hour flush, we want to find a move that at least breaks it over the 0.382, so you can find a higher low on the way back down. But there's no sign of that at this time. The hourly 8 and 12 EMA seem to be the guiding it down. So we want to see that as support. I mean, you've got this possible support down here. But yeah, we're kind of in a free fall until otherwise. There's just, oh yeah, we had a 4 hour equilibrium that kind of faked out bull and then just shot straight down. Who knows, might fake everyone out and shoot straight back up. But at this time, we're 4 hour downtrend, daily downtrend, hourly downtrend, everything downtrend. See if 1 hour, yeah. Okay, well, that's it for Mochi, and that's it for crypto tickers today. So I'll see you tomorrow, and have a nice weekend.